Hey, Rigo Murillo here with you again, and I'm going to go over 3 major mistakes that most salespeople make in the field and why this cigar cutter is so important. A year ago, I got this cigar cutter. It's a nice cigar cutter, and for those of you who know me know that I enjoy smoking cigars. I had lost it, and I could not figure out where it was. So the spring is coming in, and I put on an old pair of shorts, and what do I find in my pocket but the cigar cutter? And it immediately reminded me of something that I wanted to bring to you. That we make an investment, we put something, time, money, energy into an area of our life, and then we lose it. So what's that have to do with any of this? Well, let me go over it. So mistake number 1, qualifying prospects. Does the prospect qualify for the amount of energy that you're about to put into that client? A lot of salespeople would rather work with someone that maybe doesn't quite fit that fit matrix or doesn't fit their ideal qualified candidate, but instead of doing the effort and the work that they need to make into it, they work with somebody because there's a good relationship. Now, in sales, it's all about building relationships. But the issue here is that a lot of times, because the salesperson is afraid of the confrontation or the challenge with somebody who maybe doesn't like them, they don't want to have to go into the extra work necessary to really find a match and the value statement for that customer. They would rather work with somebody that they work well with while keeping their pipeline low, because the work to qualify a customer can be intensive. All right, so mistake number 2, doing your homework. This is really where the mature salesperson really starts to separate themselves from the rest of the pack. Do you know exactly what the needs are of your potential customer? And have you looked at your product and looked at both the cons and the pros? Do they need your product? Are they currently using your product or service from another vendor? Are they happy with them? Are they not happy with them? Where can you bring a value add to the conversation? Know who they are, know their product, know their story. Do a little research. At the very least, have some inclination that says, listen, I took the time to get to know you because I want to help you reach that next level. And this is, again, where you see a separation from an advanced salesperson to an amateur. An experienced salesperson knows the room before they walk in. They know the decision makers. They know the influencers. They've done their homework. Don't walk into a room sitting with a potential client and not already know what their need is. And number 3, this is, to me, in my opinion, the most important element when it comes to sales, and that is the follow-up. 90% of all closing will come in the follow-up. All the stuff prior, all the fluff doesn't matter until you follow up. And that's where the cutter came in. You see, instead of taking the time that I should have taken to go back to where I was, where I made that initial investment, I would rather go get a new one than do the work. Not following up usually comes because the salesperson is more than willing to say that the product wasn't right, engineering didn't do something, the marketing group didn't do their job, somebody else didn't do their homework, and so they're not following up. When the truth is, there is work in the follow-up. You have to face rejection. You have to face the fact that they're going to give you an opposing view. But if you've done each of these steps properly, this becomes an easier process and your rate of close is going to be that much better. The follow-up is critical. And so that's what I wanted to bring to you today. Just 3 simple mistakes that are being made that if you look and evaluate your current day-to-day business, you'll find a way to improve the way that you're doing sales. Hey, if any of this information was helpful for you, let me know. Leave something in the comment, like, subscribe, heart, double tap, whatever you're watching on, whatever needs to be done. But I'd like to hear from you. And as always, make tomorrow better than today. This is Rigo Murillo signing off. I'll talk to you later.